Well, guten Abend, mein Pfeifenfreunds. Ich rauche meine... Ich rauche... No. ich heiße Walter Franz. Wie heißt du? In mein Pfeife mit einiger zum Hollandhaus. Zum Hollandhaus und Burberry. Yes. Alles klar? All right. It is and Holy Smoking Pipe Pottery, and I'm smoking a church warden, so to speak. And I'm doing this because I've noticed several of our pipe presenters over the weekend, Matches 860 and Yogi Experience, are smoking church wardens. And one of his mates had one of the Tolkien church wardens, it looked like. And although Matches had it was a Bing pipe, as he even said, it's about the closest to a church warden he's ever come to. So I just kind of felt that it was a church warden week. So get out your church wardens, dust them off, and light them up. I like a church warden every now and then. This is a Boswell, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out where it came from. I actually married it up with a stem. At least I think I did. I don't know if it actually came with this stem. It was originally a Danish freehand. Now, don't try this at home, boys and girls. There's a few of you that are envious of northeastern pipe smoker Tom, who can clench that baby. Usually has little nose warmers in his teeth, and he can talk and tell you about the weather outside and the grizzly bears and the moose and the caribou and all those other good things up there in the Northeast, with this pipe firmly in his mouth, and you can hear in every single word clear as a bell. Well, I can't do that, except when I'm doing Northeastern pipe smoker impersonations. But anyway, Tom, if you're watching, love your videos. Speaking of that, you know what, folks? I wanted to take a little bit of a moment here to just kind of give some shout outs to guys, and I guess even gals, that I remember about a year or so ago, and I'm sure that they probably are still watching from time to time, but I haven't seen any videos of theirs. Now, to be fair, and again, this isn't calling them out. It's just actually it's meant to be a shout out, a nice, hey, where are you? Miss you. If you're around, blessings to you. Take care if you're doing other things and you just kind of in passing, kind of turn on a YouTube thing and see me and wonder what's going on and why am I talking about you. But it's just because I remember you, that's all. Wanted to say, hopefully, you know, an old Northern Smoky and the Northern Smoke S. I don't know if they watch anymore, and hope Northern Smoky's doing better. But he had some interesting videos. Always liked his videos. Latakia Jens Pipe Vobiscum. I haven't seen any of yours videos. Always loved Latakia Jens. He had a wonderful sense of humor. I always told him he kind of reminded me of Pope John Paul II. He looked an awful lot like Pope John Paul II with a pipe. So Jens, Latakia Jens, if you're out there, make a video. Love to see you again. Pipe Vobiscum. Um, Wandering Recluse, old Sean. Haven't seen you around in a while. Hope you're doing well. Always enjoyed your very deep, meditative, philosophical videos. One of the guys I just saw a glimpse of not too long ago was Molifont. You know, good to see him out there. Hope he makes more videos. Of course, Daily Puffer, Bruno. Can't say enough wonderful things about his videos. Very beautiful videos. Hope he's doing well. Guy named Old Big Papa Mike was originally his name, and then Silent Puffer, I think he became, and Flieger was another one. Very interesting fellow. I want to say Tam O'Shanter, but that's not his name. Tamper Peterson, yeah. And I have a feeling, and One Man Smoke, I think One Man Smoke went Vimeo, completely Vimeo. And these are just some. Of course, a couple of guys have, for whatever reason, accidentally lost their channel and had to come back in different iterations. So, dear friends, if you're out there, gee, I hope you're doing well, and just saying hi to you, that's all. So, kind of smoking a pipe in your honor and hoping everything's going great in your life. Absolutely. I'm sure many people. Ooh, did you see that smoke ring? That was a pretty cool smoke ring. I did that intentionally, of course. Just kidding. Gosh. Oh, I got a nice little card. Little. This thing weighs like a ton. It's from Gary, the Gentleman Scholar. Very fascinating young guy. We've had a couple of videos and just talking about all sorts of things from Downton Abbey to superheroes. By the way, Gary, if you're watching that video, I meant to try to tell you this. It was called Confessions of a Superhero. And they also have one called The Reenactors, which showcase most of, if not all, of those same Hollywood actors, character actors. So you might want to watch it. I think it's really a great couple documentaries. So, and probably most of you go, what are you talking about? Well, there was a video not too long ago about these Hollywood character actors, and they're people. Now, some people call them glorified panhandlers. And just to be honest, that's how they live. They make their living, most of them, by dressing up as a superhero and getting tourists to get pictures taken with them, and then they kind of let them know that it's a little gratuity or a tip if the people choose to do it. They can't force them to do it. But by and large, I think most people, want to give you $1 or something. It's Superman, Batman, the Hulk, Wonder Woman. And they had a whole plethora of not only TV characters, but movie characters. But the thing I thought was really great was it just showed how unique these people really are. And I just think that's pretty neat. Oh, by the way, speaking of characters, you got to check out Theo Backenist's review of tobaccos. It was great. Okay, really great. So, Eric, if you're watching, I loved your video, truly. Kind of impish, but nice review on a lot of nice tobaccos. This kind of has a little hint of, this is, again, I took the very last of my Holland House that Bruno sent me a couple of years ago, and I married it up with that Thomasius Puffendorf's Burberry. They're very similar. They're similar. They're Black Cavendish based tobaccos. I will say this, that if those of you who are kind of wondering about old Holy Smoking Pipe Padres hints and secrets and tips for great pipe smoking. Again, I've only learned this by watching YouTube videos from other wonderful, august pipe presenters, and I'm not one of them. But marrying up one pipe with one tobacco, that is one of the big secrets. Providing it's a superlative tobacco and you have a really good pipe. Now, I don't mean you have to go out and buy a $500 pipe and every other other pipes that are less than that and all that stuff. That's not what I'm saying. There are just a lot of good pipes out there. We are truly blessed to have wonderful pipe carvers in our community, real people we can look at and they can show us their work and we can actually talk to them in PMs, even on the phone, like Joe Case. And they'll make you a pipe, folks. They'll make you a great pipe. Been watching some of Pipe Pastor's things, and he loves the Mark Tinsky pipes. I've got to get me a Mark Tinsky pipe and a Mark Bolkovic pipe one of these days. I think I'd look good with a Mark Bolkovic pipe. One of those big black gnarly things. Yeah. You know, the Dalton brothers. I mean the Dagner brothers. They love them pipes. Mississippi River and Pelican. Those guys came in. I think the reason why the Briar Patch in Sacramento, Arden Fair Mall went out of business because they bought all the Pelican. Just kidding, guys. Sacramento hasn't been the same since the Dagners rolled through. So I want to just open this card and hope Gary doesn't mind me doing that. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to, it's kind of neat that we have people, real people that. And he has he always loves writing, real letters. I'm pretty lazy. He always sends these really kind of nifty cards. Mr. Anderson. It's got to be something from the Matrix. It is. Oh, I was right. Look at that. Cool. He just sends me a little, yeah, I love it, yeah. That's great. Yeah, Mr. Anderson. There we go. That's great. That's great. Just great cards. I guess these are little belated Christmas cards and things. Oh, we can see that one there. Hockey card. Well, you guys are up there, and I won't say it, but you people from Canada, our neighbor to the north, love hockey. And I guess some people in Minnesota. I think Minnesota is still part of our nation. I don't know. Anyway, great stuff here. Thanks, Gary. Some of these cards are just great. I won't show them all because maybe, but they're great cards. Well, thank you, Gary. Yeah, it's been a while since I made a video. And, the new year is starting off pretty good. Life goes on for all of us. Made more pleasurable with an occasional pipe from time to time. I had a nice YouTube video. I guess basically the only thing I would talk about, and I'm not really going to talk about anything important right now because I'm not going to run up my YouTube minutes here, but I'm still working on this. Well, I'm almost hesitant to even talk about it, but the paleo diet. Some people have mentioned, if you could talk more about that. And basically what I would just tell you to do if you're interested in the paleo diet or just basically getting in shape and trying to lose weight, is there's tons of videos out there. Great videos. And but if you're interested in paleo diet, what I call the primal blueprint diet, there's a guy named Mark Sisson, or Sisson, and it's called primalblueprint.com. The Primal Blueprint. Anyway, just look up Mark Sisson on Google, do a Google search, or Primal Blueprint. Get tons of stuff. He's got his own philosophy on diet and exercise. But what it all comes down to be honest, from what I see and experience in real life, and it's not a big super secret, really. I'm gonna move this little video thingy here. And most of you know what I'm going to say, and that's why I feel a little redundant even saying it, but essentially it's just whole foods. That's all it is, whole foods. And eating, I know when you say eat healthy, what does that mean? And I know that there may be some people who accidentally turn this video on and they see a guy smoking a pipe, and you're talking about health? What a hypocrite, Hey, buddies. Hey, this is all natural tobacco. There's no additives in there. Absolutely not. 100% natural. Yeah. But, what I'm finding is just right now I'm kind of amazed. I put on weight during Christmas, so I want to be honest with you about that. It's always good to be honest with people and say, hey, look, the 15th of December, I just kind of said, you know what? I'm just going to stop counting calories, and I know that I probably will put on some weight. And I was relatively confident that I could take it back off again. And certainly I didn't get up to 270 again. I did not do that, thanks be to God. But I put on about 15, 16 pounds. And but I've also been doing some new exercising in addition to my hour and 20-minute walk. I take sometimes 2-hour walks, sometimes one in the morning, one in the evening. We've been blessed with really great weather out here in California. The rest of the country, that is not the case. And my thoughts and prayers are out there with you. I have a friend in New Jersey, and they're getting a snowstorm right now. God bless them. But the thing that I've just gotten to really appreciate, and again, it's simple stuff, but stuff we're told, from, when we're little kids, even most of us. They talk about a balanced diet. Well, that means, technically it's basically nothing more than this. It's a size of protein the size of your palm, healthy carbohydrates the size of your fist, and fat, good fat, natural, good fats, not trans fats, not omega-6 fats, but just omega-3s, good healthy fats, about the size of your thumb. And you eat that proportion at every meal. Now, you don't have to eat, when I say proportion-wise, I mean, you can eat less than that as long as everything else is also reduced in size as well. So you get that pattern, that macro pattern. And one I find, unlike, say, and I'll use the word fad diet. I don't like that because I don't like to... I think there's a lot of things that people might consider fad diets. People probably consider the paleo diet fad diet. I mean, we won't go into that right now, but gosh, I'm almost done. I'm done with this. I just started it not too long ago. A little gurgle in my pipe there, folks. I'm not going to clean it up though. Hope it doesn't bother you. But essentially, macro patterning of proteins, carbs, and fats. Have tons of veggies, which you want. And instead of trying to eschew all carbohydrates or eschew all meats, all protein, just do the raw vegan thing. And there's some awesome raw vegan people out there. Hey, love you. If you're watching and kind of wonder why are you ragging on vegans? I'm not. They're cool people. But I don't know if that's what's going to work for me. And right now, what's working for me in an amazing, simple way, without having to starve and count calories, is just do basic, balanced diet. Now, I also, no sugar, no wheat, and no dairy. Throw those things out, okay? And you're left with some, but you're still left with a lot of good, healthy food choices. And you combine that with some simple exercises and a little bit of cardio, and the weight will come off. But the other thing, there's one thing that a lot of people don't talk about, and I might be one of the few people that are going to talk to you about this. And I'm not even, I don't got my shirt off, and I don't show my six-pack abs, and so you probably won't believe me. But the thing that I listen to a lot of the fitness videos, and there's a lot of great information out there, truly, but most of them, there's a few that will tell you, but a lot of them neglect to tell people that are starting out, you've got to be patient. You've got to really be patient with yourself and with your body, okay? And it takes time. And the secret, really, if there is a secret to losing weight and getting in shape, it's consistency. That's it. Willpower, yeah, and a little bit of willpower. I mean, well, maybe not willpower, but dedication. You got to be dedicated. Now, I'm a little bit older than most, and I will tell you, in the last few weeks, since I've been doing some new exercise, I wake up in the morning, and I used to wake up feeling like I got hit by a truck. Bam! Oh, it just ached all over. And last week, I noticed I actually sprung out of bed, and I didn't have any pain, and I wasn't taking any drugs. And I thought, what in the world is going on here? And I think, well, maybe, just maybe, it's got something to do with those full body exercises that I've been doing. Nothing extreme, but just, you pay a little bit of price, whether it's in the gym or your privacy of your own home, whatever. The thing is, find something that works for you. That's the secret. What works for you? Then there are a lot of things out there that probably could work for you. But choose one and just be consistent with it. And in time, you'll see the results I think you're looking for. Whether it's just to drop a few pounds, maybe it's to drop a lot of pounds. Maybe you really want to get fit, It's possible. It's very possible. But it takes time. It takes commitment. It takes a little bit of dedication. Dare I say, even a little bit of personal willpower. But if you go and do this macro patterning in your diet, what I have found, for the most part, is you get the nutrients that your body really needs. A lot of times we eat calorically, not nutritionally, and that's where we get into trouble. So if you're eating truly nutritional food, guess what happens? It suppresses your appetite naturally, because your body goes, I got everything I need. It's cool. We're cool here. We're good. Okay? And you go about your day, you got plenty of energy, and you're doing great. And the weight will come off. And that's just as simple as I can make it. So anyway, I hope that helps some people. I hope it doesn't offend some people. Some people might think, well, that's awfully simplistic, or that doesn't work for me, or, hey, tell me your story, maybe. And I've had one or two people send me some really great tips on, hey, check this diet out. This guy is a friend of mine. There was one guy called Fat to Skinny or something. Again, great concept, great pattern, if you will, of eating and exercising. It's all pretty basic. I mean, it's basically his secret is get rid of sugar. Now, the thing is, I know some people are saying, "Oh, come on, man! I love my sweet snacky cakes, and I love maybe you like to have a little adult libation. That's pure sugar." I'm not saying you can't have that. I'm not looking down on any of you choose to do that. I'm just telling you that a lot of times when I look at myself in the mirror, or I feeling terrible, and I'd wonder why, I'd say, well, could it have something to do with my diet? They say that, people that are trying to get the six-pack abs, they say the abs are made in the kitchen. And I always thought, well, what does that mean? Well, it just means your diet, you start stripping away that tummy fat and all those other little fat pockets on your body. And within time, you've seen that definition. You get toned up and you start feeling good. That's the most important thing. Again, health is not just the absence of disease, but it is the increase of vitality. So that's what I'm looking for, is vitality. It's nice not to hurt in the mornings. Love that. But it's even better when you can walk around and feel great in your own skin. So there you have it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Old Holy Smoking Pipe Padre saying, as always, light up your world, light up your pipe. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. And don't try this at home.